Welcome everyone to Adema AI YouTube channel. So we've got a super exciting new concept to show you. Essentially, it is a real estate competition where you guys can sign into our freemium platform completely free of charge, no card details required. We have preset into the platform 4 auction properties that are due to come online in auction at the end of this month. So the concept is quite simple. You log on to Adema, you research the project, you give a guesstimate as to what you think the hammer price is going to be. You then submit all of your guesses. You do as a short social media post with the hashtag AIL League, and then you get in chance to win big prizes. So we're talking prize number 1, £500 a month. So whoever guesses the closest amount to the 4 auctions which we've pre-uploaded, they win 500 quid. Same for next month, same for the month after, same for the month after. In addition to that, we've got an annual champion. Now this is super exciting. So at the end of 12 months, if you are at the top of the leaderboard, to get to the top of the leaderboard, you need to have the lowest amount of pounds. So everybody guesses on the same auction properties. Whoever guesses the closest obviously has the least amount of pounds. So the least amount of pounds at the top of the leaderboard and the most amount of pounds at the bottom. Whoever at the end of the 12-month period has the lowest amount of pounds on the leaderboard wins £20,000. Okay, the monthly winner, so this is monthly recurring, will win £500. So it's completely free to enter. The reason why we're making it free and the reason why we're giving away prizes is because we take value in users using our platform. That's where we're getting our value from. We're not asking anyone to put in any card details. We're not asking anyone to commit any money. We're simply asking you to take part. And to take part means that you win prizes. So if you think you've got what it takes to be at the top of the leaderboard, either at the end of the month, where you'll win £500, or the end of the year where you will win £20,000. If you think that you've got what it takes to guess closest to, in addition to those 2 prizes, we've got a social media prize. So to take part in the competition, we request that you just simply share the Adema page with hashtag Adema Intelligence League. Whoever gets the most referrals from those will win a monthly social media prize of £200 and an annual prize of £5,000. So there's a lot of cash to be there. It's a fun game. So the best guesser of auction hammer prices in the UK, you will be at the top of Adema's leaderboard. So let me take you through a quick tour of how to actually use the product. So you log onto your Adema account and we've got a fresh tab up here, AIL, Adema Intelligence League. How it works, free to join, UK 18+. Analyse eligible auction lots and submit 1 prediction per lot. So we will stop people from submitting 48 hours before the auction. So get your guesses in quick so you don't miss out. Each round that you post, you have to post on your socials with hashtag Adema Intelligence League. Monthly prices, I've been through that. Social media prices, I've been through that also. So let's have a look how we actually get into this. So here we've got our 4 uploaded projects into the Adema Intelligence League. Murfield Day Centre guide price, 300,000. So this is a live auction. You can go on here now and you can see it live on Pew & Co. In fact, all 4 of them are Pew & Co. So you click here, view as a project. This will take you to this page where you can analyse the site. We can see here the guide price is 300,000. It looks like a day centre, so it looks like a good development project. There's residential here. Analysis. Belt, it's in an urban location, so looks pretty good for planning if we're going to look at different use cases. The property market average price is 280,000. Comparable semis 173. Let's have a look at new builds. There's no new builds in the area. Postcode sector. So we're looking at somewhere around 280 per. Low crime area, so it's good location. Gross disposable income is going up and up and up, which is always a good sign. You can go deeper. We can go on the block plan tool here, and we can see, what could we piggledy on the title, so it's not too good for a block plan. So we come here to the page. We've done our research now. Let's just have a quick look at the auction website. Centre, 300,000. 3.7 acres, so it's a decent sized plot. We'd probably get somewhere around 15 to 20 houses on here. 15 to 20 houses. If we look back at the data here, a mix of semis, say 15 to 20 houses at a property price of 278. So we're looking at a GDV finished somewhere in the region of 278. Let's say 20% land value, 1 million. So with planning, it would be worth somewhere around 600 maybe, 600 or 700,000 with planning permission. This is at 300, so in my opinion, it looks like a site which is quite valued in an auction. So I'm going to go for guess at 450,000. Little Spencer. Username's available. Price estimate. So after having a quick look and review of the site, the location, and the local comparables, I think that this is undervalued. So we go in at 400. Press submit estimate, and that's it. Number one is done. But that's not the end. We have to submit 4 projects. So let's go back to the AIL page up here. Next project, Portwood Stockport. Stockport is a good location. So let's bring this up. Go to the AIL page. 375 grand. Let's open up the auction details. Because 7,427 square foot with approved planning for a 6-story block of 27 apartments. So let's have a look. The guide price is 375. We've got 20 apartments. Let's go back into Adema and have a look to see what the property prices are for apartments. Let's try and figure out what the end value is. Grand. Sales comparables, let's filter for flats. So we take all these out. So for apartments, we're looking at somewhere around 190,000 per flat. So 190,000 per flat. 190k per flat. The area stats. Population 39,000 within a mile, so it's quite a big area, urban. Into micro location, however, it's very close to the centre of Stockport, so that's going to be a benefit. Stockport, we've got the train station which goes directly to Euston and directly to obviously Manchester Piccadilly. The site in general is maybe a little bit commercial, but there is some resi here, so let's go back to AIL and we'll make our prediction. So we've got 190 grand a flat as the end value. Ooh. So we've got an end value of 5 million. 5 million end value. It's going to be, we don't know what the square meterage of the so we've got 1,662 square meters of build area. Go to Adema. Look at the build tab. So when you submit projects, you just come back to your project file and they'll be here in the purple column on Adema. Don't miss that. So we open up our project here. Let's go on the build cost estimator. Looking at a new build. Stock port is going to be a medium to basic finish. Internal square feet of, so it's 162 square meters. So in square feet, that is somewhere around, hang on, let me calculate it and I'll be straight back. I was going to say 18,000 square feet, but it's actually 17,887. So 17,887 flats, which is 25, 17 square foot per flat. So we'll put that in there. 700, calculate build cost. The cost is going to be somewhere around 180,000 per flat. So there's probably a reason why this has been put on auction, because there's probably not much margin in it. If we go back to the sales comparables again, on apartments, you can see that it's around 200, let's say 200,000 best case for this area. So it's not looking great. I mean, maybe you could get 220 at a push in a couple of years once it's built, but the build cost pretty much outstrips value is. So this would most likely be a long-term institution or long-term investor. So considering that there's not really much equity in the deal, because the build costs are quite substantial and the area doesn't quite support the end values that are required, this is probably priced quite reasonably. So we're going to submit on here a price estimate of 450, estimate of 425. If a property isn't sold in auction, then we just swap it out into a different one on the next round, and everybody guesses on the same ones. So if something's not sold, then we strip it out, so everyone's on a level playing field in terms of the scoring system. Let's get back to the guessing. Let's speed it up a little bit here because not all of us have this much time to mess about with competitions. So here we've got a 5.6 acre site. It's on for 700 grand. We'll open the auction details. Lincolnshire, commercial units. Current rent is 61,000. It's got some good potential. It's a big site. We'll open it in the Explorer. Let's see what the local area is like. So a site for commercial units isn't exactly going to be amazing, so it's probably going to go back to resi. Look at the property market. So average prices for resi are quite high at 296. Decent area with low crime. So let's go back to the project in our AIL folder and let's make a bid. So 700,000, 2 acres, could be a potential resi project. Let's say you could get somewhere around 50 houses on it at 2 acres. Maybe 40 houses. 40 houses at 260 grand. Times 0.1, let's say $1 million. We're planning it could possibly worth $1 million if you got planning for residential. So I'd say it's quite reasonably priced, and there should be some good uptake for residential in this location. So based on that, I'm going to put a bid in of 850, no 875. Have a look at the last one. So only one more left, and then we're in the competition with a chance of winning cash. Sheffield detached home, structural issues, cash buyers only. So let's pull this up. Looks like quite a nice spot. There's some big houses down here. Let's get on the auction website. Nice property. It says it's got structural issues, so we'll have to price that in. 250 square meters, 0.3 acres. Decent sized house, to be fair. 650. Let's have a look on Adema and see what the area stats are for detached houses. Sorry, sales comparables. Maps it off. We've got some big values. So it's obviously a nice area of Sheffield. 1,850,000, 815, 725, 690. Area stats. Sales, property market. No. In somewhere around 750, 800 as an end price. It's got structural issues. So I'm going to put this one pretty close to the guide price. And to be honest, it might not even get that. It's going to cost about 100 grand to renovate. In fact, let's have a look at the renovation tool on Adema. So we're looking at 178 square meters in floor space. So we go back to the project. Cost estimator. And it is 1,700, so let's say 2,000 square feet. Get somewhere around 160 grand to elevate it. So there's really not much margin in this one. So I'm going to go very close to the guide price. I might even put it at 655 or 660. Back to AIL, and we're going to submit our estimate. I'm going to put 660. This might not even sell, to be honest, but we'll bid anyway. Agree to AIL terms and conditions. Agree to be for your data to be used on the leaderboard and for the purpose of the competition. Obviously, read the T's and C's. Very basic stuff. Nothing. We're not trying to catch you out on anything. It's just that we have to do it for competitions. Submit and join the round, and that's it. We're done. We've submitted the 4 projects. And all we need to do now is do the social media post. So all you have to do is click on one of these links. We've got here Facebook, X, LinkedIn, but you can post it anywhere. All you have to do is send us a screenshot that you have actually posted on social media, send us your username, and then we'll get you validated for the competition. And that's it. You are then in the game, in the chance of winning £500 a month. And if at the end of the year you're at the top of the leaderboard, £20,000. That's quite life-changing amounts of money. So we press here, social media posts. This will just bring up my LinkedIn page, and here, share it on my page. The Adema Intelligence League hashtag. I have just guessed my auction picks on Adema. Join now. Is that get it posted, and then we are in the competition. So I'm going to delete it. And send it on social media. You're in the competition, and that's it. All done. So I hope I've explained it well. To me, it's an easy use. Obviously, I've spent a little bit more time on reviews, but if you are serious about actually guessing the best, you want to be the best guesser of real estate hammer prices in the UK, then you will also put in the time to start using Adema and then submitting the best guess prices. I've spent a little bit more time on it, but if you just want to do it for some fun, or if you don't have as much time as what I've had on this video, then you just do it quickly, have a quick review, even go on Rightmove, have a look at some previously sold sites there, or just use Adema's tools and get yourself entered into the competition. And best of luck to everyone. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and let's begin. One last thing to show you is the leaderboard, the AIL leaderboard. So once you submit, you'll come here onto your leaderboard, and everybody that has submitted for this upcoming auction, which is on the 29th of this month, so we don't have long. We've got 6 days left to submit and get involved in the competition. Make sure you do it 48 hours before the auction, and your submissions will be put through to us. And then once we find out who the first winner is for the first month of this new competition, you will get the first month of cash sent directly to your bank account with no questions asked. Super. Thank you very much, and enjoy the games. Take care.